Hello and welcome to Russ Plays Games. My name is Russ, and as you can see, I'm sitting in front of my movie corner, and I have my Lord of the Rings trilogy right there. And I have my good old unboxing knife, because at long last, I did an unboxing of this a little bit ago, but Sword and Sorcery Wave 2. Yes, this, folks, this right here is Northwind Tales, Act 2. So, originally, when the pledge was coming down from Ares Games, they had both together, okay? And if you backed it, then you were going to get both acts. But because of the pandemic in 2020, the factory where they were getting this produced shut down in China. So when they went back and they started looking at Act 2, they started noticing that they were adding in a lot more material and it was going to take them a lot longer to get done. So they decided that they were going to let the backers decide if they wanted to have everything in one, which means if you backed it that way, you got everything now. If you're living around the world, it doesn't matter where you are now, things are going out. Okay? So you should be, if you don't have it, you should be getting it soon. Or you could back it in two parts. You would get the first wave when it was done, and that came last year, and I did an unboxing on it. And now, here now in 2022, they are now delivering on Act 2, Northwind Tales. Okay? So, we're going to unbox this. And it's funny that it should arrive today because I went back. I actually said that I was going to play the game. Well, I tried to play it. I didn't play it correctly. And I ended up just, like, kind of putting it on the shelf. And I went back recently and I started reading the rules. And I mean, I was like reading the rules very, very slowly, like a few pages a night, and just reading the rules, committing them to memory. And so, finally today, I decided I was going to move all of my paint stuff off the table there for my miniatures tutorial for now. And I was going to set up, and I was actually going to play a campaign, because I knew that this was coming soon. Last week, I got a notice that said in 5 to 7 days, yay, this was coming. And this arrived today as I set up Act 1 for Ancient Chronicles. So, very precipitous timing. So, unboxing knife ready. We are actually going to slice into this puppy. Come on, you. Get in there. There we go. Hurrah. And hurrah. And here. So for those of you who may not have seen the original unboxing video, on this playlist it'll be the first one. Sword and Sorcery is it's like Hero Quest, but it's a little different because nobody is like Zargon or some all-encompassing force like the Dragon Master, Dungeon Master, Game Master, whatever you want to call them. And so what this game does is that it has AI cards. And on these cards, it shows you how you're going to attack. Okay? And so whoever sees the monster first, whoever's the active player, controls the monster during the turn. Okay? And so it's very easy to play once you finally read through the rulebook, okay? So if you've never played this before, sit your butt down and really read it, okay? You really need to read all of that and get it done. So it's one of those things where the more you do it, the more sense it'll make, okay? Oh, look at that beautiful thing. Oh, look at you. Oh, oops. Sorry, knocked over my microphone there. I was not expecting that. Oh, quit. Sorry. Because it fell over, it hit a thing and then a window popped up. Stupid thing. Well, here it is, folks. Sword and Sorcery Ancient Chronicles Act 2. Northwind Tales. And I did not back everything, okay? So I did not get all of the add-ons. And in the treasure box, if you backed this, whether you got Wave 1 or you're getting it all in one now, the treasure chest, which has all of your like Kickstarter, your challenge sets, all of that stuff, in there, there's a little flat sheet that will tell you what's in Wave 1. You open it up, and it will tell you what Wave 1, all of the different things, so like all the different hero add-ons, the doors, the metal tokens, all that kind of stuff, because there was like different pledge levels, and I backed, I think it was like the first or second pledge level, where I got most of the Kickstarter. I got the spawn gates and the minions. I got the Kickstarter. I got the challenge sets, which were backer, specific stuff. So there's that. So basically, all this is if you want to have different monsters, different level monsters, you can make things easier or you can make things harder. You can also add more monsters in, like you can add more green monsters in, you can add more blue monsters in if you want. It's just kind of up to you how you want to do it. So I'll open up this last. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we're going to open up the Northwind Tales. And basically what this is generally speaking, depending on how many players you have in your campaign, your Sword and Sorcery campaign, you will find that you're going to find that those guys have a much different look and feel to them in this one, because in Act 1 you can't go above Soul Rank 4. You're kind of capped off at Act 1 with Soul Rank 4. Otherwise, the elf on Minotaur and Aspides boss fights would be super simple at levels, at Soul Rank 6 or 7. So, they tried to cap that at level 4. Northwind Tales expands all the way up to 7. Okay, and so I'm eager to actually see, because I saw the production copy of Aspides. Here's the box art again, just if you're interested. It is absolutely epic, because that's Wotan on Sleipnir, and I believe, that's Nidogger in the background. He's the big dragon at the World Tree. So this is how it goes. And so, let me see here. Yeah, so here's the backer sheet. So this is for Wave 2. Now, the Wave 1 sheet in the treasure chest itself actually has this sheet attached to the sheet with Wave 1. And I believe if you backed it as 1, then you only got one sheet, and it shows you what's Wave 1, what's your Wave 1 add-ons, what's your Wave 2 add-ons. So like for here, the Wave 2 add-ons are God of the Arena, Lord of Endless Pain, and Clash of Heroes. And then the contents and stretch goals, we get the premium quality map. It's a map of the Northern Lands, used in place of the one printed on the last page of the Northwind Tales storybook, and then Northwind Tales Act 2 Enemy Challenge Set, which is this guy right here. Okay, so those were the Kickstarter stretch goals. Okay, So that was our contents and stretch goals for that. This map I already have. This is the map. This is Act 1. This is the Underrain. Okay, so this is where you actually start. So you actually start here in this temple to the 3 gods. Okay, and then you move. You go to the village, and then you come over here for quest 2. Or actually, this is quest 10. Sorry. And then you come up here for quest 2. Go to quest 3, and then if you do a certain, if you meet a certain criteria in quest 3, then you actually get a dungeon, a special dungeon, and then you go to this town. Then you go to quest 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you go to another town, Mantis Pathway, Mantis Capital, and then there's 8, and then 9 is the Serpent Citadel. So, like, these are where the 2 enemies appear, the major enemies of the act, of Act 1. So, Ancient Chronicles rulebook. Oh, so this is just some errata, and I think these are some backer cards, I believe. I'll have to look at those in a minute. Dude. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm back. So, what I wanted to do was I wanted to kind of show, this is the Act 1 Book of Secrets, and it's got 79 pages, okay? Act 2 Book of Secrets, 87 pages. It's heft. It's got a heft to it. I just thought I'd show that off. That's why I was like, hang on just 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. And so there's all of your tokens, and then there's all of your stuff. And then there's new cards. So there's new power cards, there's new different cards there, there's some new cards in this one. I'll have to look at all those. Some new treasure cards. Not sure how those are. There's all your enemy. Your major enemy are going to be, your major enemy scrolls are going to be here. But let me just show you. Ain't he a thing of beauty? Oh, look at this guy! Look at him! Look at him! He is amazing! Holy moly, man! This is phenomenal. This light's kind of dying, but you can kind of see some of the detail on him. Look at that! Oh my gosh! He is amazing. I've been waiting for this model. Ooh, he looks good. Wow, does he look good. I know the camera, I have a shit camera, so one of these days I'll upgrade the camera. We'll figure everything out. Alrighty, so now comes the hard part. Getting everything out of here. So yeah, and with Ares, with a lot of their updates and stuff, they had found that when they went back they had more time to kind of, play test and work with the new, with some of the stuff with Act 2 to kind of make it a little bit better thing. Then they were like, hey, wait a minute, let's make sure that we figure this out. Oh, wow, that's crazy. So it looks like somebody becoming a werewolf or a werebeast. It's interesting. Here's Wotan. There's his master enemy card. And Night Augur. There's his. Oh, he's going to be fun to paint, man. Oh, so good. I love it. So they've added in some new rules. So there's kind of a new rules sheet here for some new like enemy rules. I guess some enemies can go airborne, and there's new incapacitating conditions. The legendary talents that you get at Soul Rank 7. So they actually kind of talked about this a little bit in the Wave 1, if you backed Wave 1. So there's that. Oh, wow. There's the site sheet. Frostgate and raised Frostgate. So you come back to Frostgate after Night Doggers probably raised the hell out of it. Ooh. And there, my friends, is the Northern Lands. So, where you begin, right there, is actually where you come out from is where you're going to come out from the Underrain. Okay? And so you'll come to this first kind of a pathway, and then you'll come to this crossroads, and then you'll go up here, and then it looks like from there you get to kind of choose which way you want to go. But it looks like you're going to actually go this way first. So the White Wolf Peaks is where you're going. So, yeah. So there you go. That's the Northern Lands. Now, they also have, on this side, it is just the Northern Lands. Now, it's kind of hard to see, but down at the bottom there, you can kind of see it. The World Tree. That's where Night Dogger is going to pop out of. And the Big Bad Storybook. So, Act 2, Quest 1, The Ice Land. After a day's journey, either to satisfy the vision of that strange woman or by the will of the gods, the party reaches the pass in the White Wolf Peaks, the highest mountain range in this area. While the whistling wind and chatter of mountain beasts echoes around, there is no trace of other humanoids. Claudius, the young cleric, gazes in wonder at the fish in a nearby pond, and recalls the words of the brown-haired woman spoke after the run-in with the Minotaur. Look for the cold land that touches the sky. Could it be this summit? We should explore this place then. There you go. And it's pretty hefty. Yeah, Wotan's Army. Quest 2. Dark Heart of the Forest, Quest 3. Winter Fireplace, Quest 4. Ragnarok. Relentless Siege of Wotan's Armies. There you go. Roots of the World Tree, Quest 6. Like basically, this is where you start to see Night Dogger appearing, and then Quest 8 is Endless Sacrifice, Quest 9 is Iron Maidens. Quest 9 is Revenge of the Gods. I believe that is... yeah. So this is Myths, Legends, and Gameplay Notes. There's Snow Gremlins, there's Northern Wargs, White Yarans, Mountain Trolls, Frost Guards, Night Dogger, an astral creature, a lifeless evil dragon serpent that devours the worlds. Enemy's astral quake spell and the decay effect of its astral spell power affect all heroes, companions, and familiars in play regardless of their positions on the map. Ouch. That's gonna hurt. Yeah. So there you go. And then on the back of that is like in the first wave, the back of the storybook has the quest map. But if you backed it, so basically if you buy this at retail, so if you didn't back this, like if you're watching this and you didn't back this and you buy this at retail, you'll get this storybook and then you'll have this map that you'll use with your party token, and you'll move the party token around the map wherever it goes. And more tokens I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with. But there's... That is a big tile. Holy moly. That tile is huge, man! I'm gonna sit that guy right there. And there's some minor tiles. There's some different things there. Some different tokens and stuff. Wow. That's pretty cool. Like, they got a little ship up here. They got, looks like a little monolith here. And, yeah, so they got some different things. And then there's the backs. Woo! Look at that. Ooh, that is cool. Like, if you can see that, there's like an actual, like, part, you can kind of see like an astral plane kind of thing going on there. That's actually kind of cool. Like, there's kind of a cavern map. And then there's kind of like a floor map up here. And on this side, you have more, like, here's some more of the world tree, world roots stuff. And then, like, this one looks like a stone Valkyrie right here. It's kind of hard to see, but if you looked at it from about like that angle, you can kind of see it. So yeah, there's some pretty cool tiles on this one. Not as many as there was before, probably because you got most of the tokens that you needed in the first one. But yeah, there's some more of the tiles and tokens and everything like that. And then some more tiles and tokens. And then this one is mostly tokens. So they actually have some new condition tokens over here that will be specific to these. And then these are hourglass tokens. These hourglass tokens actually work on the site sheets. So when you go to a town, you take out some of these, and every place you visit, you spend one of these tokens to go there and talk and visit and do all that stuff. And so, yeah, you can kind of see there's a couple of, a couple more tiles on this one. And so, yeah, there's some pretty cool things there. And then, oops, Dad, burn it. Oh, come here, you. Before I open up all the... Before I open up all those... Nice. So it looks like this is either a new hero or a companion. And there's the werebeast form. And Wotan on Sleipnir. You can see he's extremely detailed. He has a lot of, like, he's got his spear there, and yeah, he's pretty cool looking. And then here's one of the red enemies. I'm not sure exactly what his name is yet because I haven't opened up the enemies booklet. This is Valkyrie, so they're the same as Mist, the hero. So if you have the Kickstarter set, you have the hero Mist, and so like these are Valkyrie forms. Another Valkyrie form. This is a familiar. He's kind of like Dharma. He's going to be a little, just going to come, and here's a northern barbarian guy, a big axe, ready to take some people down. And here's one with a sword, ready to chop some people up. I don't know if I showed it in my painting tutorial, but I actually painted up Jean and Artemis, and so I'm going to try to paint up the figures as I go. And so if you want to see some painting of these figures, drop it in the comment section below, let me know, and I'm going to put this up on Board Game Geek. You know, so if you're there, let me know if you want to see that. So this is almost like a werebeast too. And then here's like a troll, like a frost troll kind of guy. It's like lunging. That's kind of cool. It's kind of a neat pose. This guy's kind of crouched, like he's ready to pounce. They've got different little wolves. These are probably minion. Yeah, they got little wolves. I like how he's standing up on the rocks like that. That's pretty cool. And then there's another one here. And then here's a guy with an axe and a sword. He's ready to go to town on someone. And just because they're green doesn't mean that they're going to be the easiest ones in the world, let me tell you. There's a guy with a sword and a shield. Yeah, that's kind of a cool shield. It's like, it's actually got some, like, I don't know if you can kind of see the texture there, but it's actually got like a wooden texture. So, that's kind of cool. And then another pack of wolves. Same as before. And then there are these guys. I'm not sure what they are yet. Once I open up the enemies, once I open up all the cards and stuff, and I open up all the enemy scrolls and all that kind of stuff, I'll be able to say what they are, but right now I don't know exactly what these guys are. And she has like almost like a head. Like a second mouth right there. That's kind of funky. It's kind of funky. So yeah, that's the Act 2. So the challenge set then is just going to be, I'll get in there. So then the challenge set is just usually the green and blue enemies. And so you'll have some of the blue enemies will be green and some of the green enemies will be blue. And so for those of you that haven't played the game or haven't played Sword and Sorcery at all, basically what that means is that the different characters, okay, the different enemies, green is kind of like the bottom rank. It's like the lowest rank of enemy that you can fight. And then blue is the next rank, red, and then purple. Okay? And so if you're playing against if you're going against green enemies, then you know that they're not extremely tough. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to kill you, it's just they're not extremely tough enemies. You can die very easily in this game. So those were snow gremlins. Those guys are, it doesn't show their rank on there. It's weird. Oh, it's because he's a minion. That's why. These are northern wargs. Were those wolves. They're northern wargs. There's their enemy scroll. And we're gonna, I think we'll keep them in order. And then that beast that looks like the werebeast is known as a white Yaren. And there's his little enemy scroll. And then you have the mountain troll. So I was right. That big rocky looking dude is a troll. Okay. There's his AI scroll. And then the guys with the sword and the shield that were green, they're known as frost guards. There's their enemy scrolls. Then you have the Valkyries, of course. So that's the same as Mist. Okay, the hero Mist. And then you have the red werebeast enemy. And those are dryads. I figured they were dryads. I just didn't want to say anything. And then the bigger blue enemies, the guys with the big sword and the big axe, that are draugrs. So if you played Skyrim, you know what draugrs are. They're undead servants, okay? And then you have the demon, the red demon, Grimnir. And then this last card is a reference that can be used to keep track of the keynotes of the Northwind Tales game. So you can check off the boxes. So you annotate, you can erase. So it has your journeys, where you've been, all that good stuff. So if you want to keep track of things, get yourself a pencil. You can just lightly mark it, and then you can just erase it. But there's the enemy AI scrolls. And I think what we'll do is we'll go from smallest to largest. Well, just kind of open up all the cards. But basically, these are going to kind of be I'm just going to kind of open up all these different cards and stuff. So So we got some new questing cards. The Destiny Blades / Voldfine only. So it looks like that's specifically for one character. And these are quest blades that he can obtain. Okay. And so it looks like there's some new trait cards or powers cards for some different heroes. That these might be for immortal souls. I'm not sure, but they're those power cards for those heroes. There's like tactical fighting for Voldfine. You can re-roll up to soul rank divided by 2 of your weapon hit dice when attacking a wounded enemy. So basically, if you're at soul rank 5, then you'd be able to roll 3, because it's soul rank divided by 2, so that's 2.5. You round up to 3, so that would be 3 of your weapon hit dice when attacking a wounded enemy. So that's all the powers cards do. They're just there to give your heroes a fighting chance, because there are enemy power cards. And some of the enemies will get multiple power cards. I was looking through the enemy cards the other day and I was like, holy crap, this guy gets like 3 powers? Damn! Here's some new power cards. This is Jean for her Templar form. Soul rank 5, you gain +3 health points, and you can equip and use strength-based items. Blessings of Redemption. Target hero's next weapon attack inflicts drain 3 instead of rolling the weapon's blue and red dice. Automatically gains that many hits. Oh, and instead of rolling the weapon's blue and red dice, it automatically gains that many hits. And it's a neutral ability, so you can use it with either side of the soul gem. So basically, there's 2 different sides to every single character. And if you have Wave 1, then you'll know this. If you just got Wave 1 and Wave 2, then this is kind of something that you'll start to know. Each character, except for one, is basically either they have a law side and they have a chaos side. Okay? And so certain things like this card, if you see those little wings up by the power right up here, okay, that means that it's law. So only the law side of her can use this power, but that power does not have anything next to it, which means it's a neutral power. It can be used by either side of her, okay, because they're specific to just her, okay? So that's pretty cool. Like, there's some pretty cool little new powers that they gave us. And then there's some Zentaris. Shield Fortress. Here's a Guild Quest card that allows you to get a Shield Maiden. So that was what that character was. That is a Shield Maiden. So basically what this means is that if you do the appropriate quest, you unlock this building on the site sheet. You can go there and you spend 50 crowns per act, and then once per round, one hero can spend one action to activate this companion. And then you flip over the card and it becomes them. And they have soul rank health points, which means if you're at soul rank 1, they have 1 health point. If you're at 2, 2, whatever. Okay? And then this is the Vetterfulnir, its companion, as a mercenary. So that's, yeah, I was right. That guy was a companion. He's that little flying dude. Okay? And then I have some more quest cards here. And then these, I'm not sure exactly what they do, but basically they have some quest cards. Like, here's 1 pint of mead. It says target hero heals 1 HP, 1 health point, and removes 1 body condition. It says, after use, instead of discarding this item, flip it to the half pint of mead side. You may only have 1 pint of mead item at a time. Oh, guess what? There's the half pint of mead. So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things. There's a whole bunch of those. Here's a frozen egg. It's a permanent. Again, it's a quest item. There's Vetterfulnir's egg. So this is probably how you actually get the Vetterfulnir companion, is you have to have this egg. Okay? So, yeah. So I'm sure that there's something in one of the quests, in the Book of Secrets, in the storybook, one of the quests, when you go to that quest, it will have a thing where, you know, it's like if you meet a certain requirement, you will get this quest card, and then once you meet the requirements of this quest card, then you can summon that hero, that companion. Okay, so it's like Dharma. So that one's like Dharma, where like Artemis can actually like gain the power at soul rank 2 to be able to gain Dharma as a companion. Okay, so she can actually activate it to have Dharma basically like appear at her side. So it's almost like if you've seen or read, I shouldn't say seen, but if you've read the Icewind Dale trilogy, the Guinevere figurine of Wondrous Power, the black figurine of Wondrous Power that Drizzt Do'Urden carries around, he can use it to summon Guinevere to his side. And then Guinevere goes around and kills things, and then when he's done, he's like, he says the word, and then Guinevere goes back, you know, and then this becomes a statue again, and she's back on the astral plane somewhere having fun. So, yeah. And then there's different fish you can catch. And then you can cook them. So you can actually go fishing in this game. How awesome is that? Hell yeah! You can actually go fishing. You can actually catch fish, and then you can cook the hell out of them. Come on! Who wouldn't? That is awesome! Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I did not know we could do that. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So that is... okay, so it is a power that you can get cursed with. The Werebeast. So it is a power... It's a power card that you can get cursed with. And Gungnir, Shockblade, Destiny Blades, Dual Swords, Earl's Axes, Grendel's Claws, Avenger's Blade, Shadow Claw, Earth Enforcer, Thunderstrike. So these are ones that you can actually gain. Elemental Staff, Golden Mirror. So these are actual Emporium cards. You can actually, I think you can buy those. Again, I'll have to look at it and see. I'll take a look at these cards in more detail a little later, but I kind of wanted to take a look at them and just kind of see. But yeah, here's yeah, these are it's interesting. They're ravens. Now, who do we know from Norse mythology that has 2 ravens and rides a 6-legged horse? Odin. Guess what the names of these ravens are? Hugin in the back, Munin in the front. Seriously? Odin confirmed! But yeah, there's little cards that he can get. And then here's Flame Shield and Frost Shield powers for Nidogger. They're specific just to him. And then those ravens are specific just to Wotan. And then we have a few more venture cards. What's interesting about the venture cards is while you're out adventuring, it says venture rules. Once the party acquires any venture card, it must keep it near the event deck until its requirements have been fulfilled. Progress made by any hero of the party towards the venture completion is kept and valid for future quests. Once fulfilled, the party can obtain the related reward by visiting the venture outpost of any site sheet and then reading the indicated paragraph. So, for instance, Venture 10, here it says the party must perform 1 pray action per hero. So that means that you go to the shrine and you pray. 1 search action per hero, so each hero has to perform a search action. And then you do the cultist's hideout annotated. The reward is when visiting any venture outpost, go to 0.119. And then you read that paragraph, and then that's what you get as a quest reward. Okay? So there's 3 new quest rewards, 10, 11, and 12. Or 3 new venture cards in there. And then here's 2 new quest weapons, Firebane and Frostbane. And then these are new trap cards. So there's Critters, Ray of Enfeeblement, Necrosis Curse, Ice Spike. So it says place an Ice Spike hindrance token in the traps area. So when the trap is applied, on the edge between the 2 areas, place an Ice Spike token in each area. And then a Force Field. Each hero within Act areas, so if you're in Act 1, then you'd only be within 1 area. Or if you're Act 2, it's within 2 areas. Suffer Immobilize, and unless save, must drop in his area all item cards from an inventory except quest and cursed cards. That sucks. Don't want to run into that trap card, Dad burn it. And then all of these, I believe, are new treasure cards. So here's the Spiked Fortress armor, Northern Bastion armor, Power Shelter armor, Draupnir, it's an artifact ring. Here's an artifact like a whip. Gets like 3 charges. Vidir's boots. There's some gauntlets. Baldur's gift. Artifact. So these are artifacts. And then you get a pouch of crowns. Roll 3 red dice, 3 blue dice. You gain 10 crowns for each hit rolled. Immediately discard pouch of crowns. That's actually not very bad. That's actually pretty cool. Then you have a bag of crowns where you roll 4. 8 elixir. Target hero heals 6 health points. Liquid Fortune Poison. You can reroll up to soul rank of your dice. It's kind of nice. Relic of the Jarls. All enemies in your arrow suffer KO and bash. Draw a fate card. Until time phase, you can count as many figures as the heroic value of the drawn fate card for controlling, dominating your area. That's kind of cool. Horde Wilting. There's a backpack, gives you extra space to be able to hold things. Soul Shard. Discard 1 Soul Shard to gain 1 soul point per hero, or 2 Soul Shards to gain 1 point or 3 points per hero instead. Once discarded, gain 1 extra power until quest ends. It's not bad. Oh, there's a good one. Cool. This one might be one of the backer cards. And Varnanot. It's kind of interesting. And it says, in each time phase, roll 1 blue. You must set 1... If you roll a shield, you must set 1 random unused power to... you basically flip it over to where the 1 is with the refresh. If you roll a save, the star, you get -1 hit and -1 defense. This is a cursed item, by the way. You get -1 hit, -1 defense until the next time phase. A lightning bolt, you suffer 1 health point. And a gremlin, you drop this item in any area adjacent to you. That's actually pretty nice. It's when the gremlin actually works for you. It's like, yay, I get to drop this thing. Woo! Northern Axes, arcane projectiles. Damn. Gives 1 automatic hit, you roll 2 red, 2 blue. Strength only if you roll a lightning bolt. Gains +1 hit. If your dexterity only, you roll 1 lightning bolt is break. You give the enemy a break token. And if you roll a star, it's an area of effect for slow in the same area. That is pretty damn awesome. It has Guardian Arrows. Your next bow attack gains star. Inflicts as many additional hits as the enemy rank of target enemy. That's badass. Inner Void Arrowhead. Enemy target of your next bow attack suffers critical and must discard all its non-quest power and charge tokens. You can only use 1 arrow item per attack. Wow. Raw Frozen Gem, Raw Frozen stone, Scales. Those are forging materials. If you're at a forge, you can pay some crowns and you can forge certain items. But yeah, there's Graham. There's a Tyrfing sword. There's the Svalin shield. There's Mjolnir. Dainsleif. Shadi's longbow. Leviathan. It's kind of an axe-looking thing. Hofund. Anybody who's familiar with Norse should know what that is. Skidbaldnir. Staff. Skofnung. Ural's axes. Grendel's claws. Twilight cape. And the moon scythe. Last one. Last packet of cards, and then I'll open these, and then I'll open the challenge, and then we're done. And so, thank you for sticking with me. I know it's been a little over 40 minutes now, because I was at about 11, almost 12 minutes before, and so I just wanted to make sure you guys I wanted to try to get this done as quickly as possible. Here's some more Emporium cards. You get some plate armor, full plate, chainmail, scale mail, reinforced leather, vest of the north. So there's like some different, cards there. There's some different Emporium consumables. You get a healing potion, a mending potion, which can remove a body condition. You've got an explosive jar, which does an area of effect. You got mold cider potion. Target hero removes a slow body condition. You've got a bag, which gives you +1 carrying capacity. Got some rope. You can ignore hindrances until the rope is picked up. Ooh. So on one side, for 20 crowns, you can get normal rope. But on the other side, you get elven rope. And the elven rope, you and all other areas, you and all other heroes ignore hindrances in your area. There you go. Yeah, so all the Emporium cards, what's really nice is that all the Emporium cards have a secondary thing that you can buy, but you can't buy one side and then flip it over and try to use it that way. Okay, that's illegal. Don't do that. That's cheating. That's what I thought. Alright. Elven Quiver. You can ignore 1 gremlin result during bow attacks. That's pretty nice. Lockpicks. You can open chests and lock doors using a free action instead of a regular action. There you go. For 25 crowns? Hell yeah, sign me up. Alright, throwing hammers. So they're basically just, they're kind of like throwing axes. There's blessed hammers for 55. They do blind, critical, or stun. Dark elven arrows. Your next bow attack inflicts lightning bolt +1 hit, lightning bolt and star, blind, or if you roll 3 stars, lethal. Ouch. Freezing arrowhead. Your next bow attack inflicts stun. The armor and defensive values of the attacked enemy are reduced to 0 until the time phase. Oh! You're frozen. Ha! Resurrection. You can remove target ghost soul hero without spending soul points. Resurrect. You have Holy Resurrection. You can resurrect without spending soul, and that hero gains the 1 soul rank. So usually when you die, you go down 1 soul rank. So this Holy Resurrection is totally worth the 250 crowns. Because it's like you get resurrected, and you get everything back. Yes, best of both worlds. Vertigo, ignore the target power, enemy power of the enemy until time phase. Dizziness Curse, ignore power of target green and blue. Wind of the North. Wow. Polar Wind. Ooh, ouch. That's going to suck. Target 1 area and roll. You can up to 3 areas away. Target 1 area and roll 4 red. All enemies in that area and adjacent areas suffer KO, act HP for each lightning bolt rolled, and move away 1 area for each star rolled. Damn. Hey! You can buy a fishing rod. For 25 crowns. And it says, while not engaged, pick up one of the following elements from the target area or hero. Loot, treasure, item, or up to 50 crowns. And then an elven triple float. Permanent. Pull. While not engaged, pick up one of the following elements from the target area. Yeah. Or any amount of crowns. Oh! Gimme that one, dude. That one's 50 crowns. Hell yeah. Alright. There's a battle hammer. A hunting knife. These are still all Emporium cards. I haven't left nothing else. Dual swords. Those are Emporium cards. And the wooden shield. There you go. And now we are into The enemy cards. There's your Northern Warg. Your White Yarans. Your Mountain Troll. Your Frost Guards. The Valkyries. Sorry, I'm not in the frickin' thing. Werebeast. The Dryads. Draugrs. And Grimnir. And some new enemy powers cards. They've got Poisonous Weapon. The primary inflicts +1, and then after the attack, unless saved, the victim suffers poison 1. And if they have the primary and secondary weapon, their secondary weapon inflicts poison 1. Okay. So these power cards are basically if then else. So it's like, yeah, so it's, well, actually no, I think it would suffer both. So you'd actually have poison 1 inflicts poison 1. Crescent Fury. After each primary weapon attack that has inflicted at least 1 health point, this enemy gains +1 hits. Each time phase, this enemy discards all of its +1 hits, if any. Burning Blood, Psychic Defense, Gravity Field, Soul Drinker, Trapper, and then you got brand new event cards for the event deck. Have to put those in with all my other event cards. So these are basically cards that are going to go in your event deck, and they're used in this one. So like there's Cruel Critters, spawn. If you have 3 or less heroes, spawn 1 snow gremlin. 4+ heroes, 2 snow gremlins. Ice Earth. Each hero must roll 3 blue, 3 red. Excuse me. Place an Ice Spike hindrance token in the same area as the hero who rolled the most gremlin results. In case of a tie, roll again. A kind of magic. Hero rolls a blue and gains, if he rolls a star, gains 3 soul points. If he rolls a lightning bolt, he gains 3 treasure. Rolls a shield, 3 HP. And a gremlin gains 3 treasure tokens. Sorry, 3 loot sacks, I should say. And then you spawn some enemies, you spawn some battle hymns, you gain a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, there's a whole bunch there. So yeah, it's going to be pretty fun. So there you go, brand new event cards. So those will go in with the event deck. Now, what are these? Oh, these are the fate cards. Okay. So these are the fate cards. I'm not sure exactly how they work yet, so I'll have to read up on the rules and see how the fate cards work. Omen cards. Interesting. So I will have to look at how those work as well. Because I'm thinking, okay, so I think it's, if, during the next quest, you obtain 1 sword and sorcery result and 1 gremlin result in the same dice roll, flip this card. And it says, each time you roll at least 1 sword and sorcery, any of your hit and defense rolls, all heroes within 1 area of you gain +1 hit and +1 shield until time phase. If you roll at least 1 gremlin in any of your hit defense rolls, all enemies within 1 area of you gain +1 hit and +1 shield until time phase. Ew. But those are kind of fun. So those are the Omen cards. Basically, it's like, if you have it, you basically would like have it on the table, and if you satisfy those conditions, then you flip it, and then you gain those benefits or you know, bad stuff that happens. That's part of the Omen. So we got some new talent cards. So Forged by War, soul rank 7. You gain +2 health points, +1 action, +1 move. There you go. Oh! Shit. Damn, son. Do you see that? Plus 10 health? You're fucking tank. Shit. Strength Spirit, you gain plus 5 soul points, or health points, sorry. And when defending, if you roll a lightning bolt or a star, you gain plus 1 shield. That's pretty damn badass. Faith Avatar, you gain plus 8 health points. That'd be good on Jean. Faith Spirit, you gain 4, and when you heal any hero using your power, you can also heal 1 additional HP or remove 1 body condition. The Magical Avatar, you gain plus 3 health points and plus 2 magic shields. Hell yeah. Magic Spirit, you gain plus 2 health points, and when attacking, if you roll a lightning bolt or a star, you get plus 1 hit. Dexterity Avatar, you gain plus 5, and when defending, if you roll 2 lightning bolts on any roll, then you gain plus 2 shields. Dexterity Spirit, it says before you roll a save, you roll a save. If success, ignore the attack. Ow. You just basically get to go, yay! Ah, you didn't hit me. Chosen by gods. You automatically succeed at your next save. There you go. Veteran Fighter. If during one of your hit or defense rolls, you may convert any number of hits and shields into lightning bolt results. Tactical Fighting, you may reroll up to soul rank divided by 2 of your weapon hit dice if you're attacking a wounded enemy. Artemis, Ultimate Sacrifice. This is a soul rank 5. This is just a power for Artemis. If Dharma is within one area of you, you may kill Dharma to ignore an enemy's attack you would defend. Then you can immediately perform a weapon attack against the attacker if possible. Ouch. Shadow Training. You gain, at soul rank 2, 1 extra capacity, so you basically gain a backpack space. At soul rank 4, you gain another backpack, or no, I guess you would have to use it at that power. So basically, if you're soul rank 2 or 3, you can choose to have 1 extra backpack space. At soul rank 4, you can choose to have 1 backpack space, or 1 backpack space and 2 health points. At 6, it's 1 backpack space, 2 health points, and 1 extra action. I think I found a power that I'm going to be using. Awakening the Blades. Soul rank 7. You gain the 2 Destiny Blades quest cards until the end of the quest. If you die or at the end of the quest, discard these cards. I think that's if you don't get it. And then there's a couple Thorgrin here. There's a Gift of Fury. Increase your Rage token by 1 for each enemy within 3 areas. You can inflict Drain X. Defensive Stance at soul rank 4. So until the end of your next turn, you gain Chosen Shield modifiers. You gain the Chosen modifiers and your shield gains plus 1 shield. So when attacking, you gain -1. If you give yourself -1 hit, you gain 1 defense shield. And at soul rank 6, you miss 2 hits to gain 3 shields. So I think that's basically like if you're rolling to defend, you can use that card to basically like negate a couple of the hits on your blue dice to give yourself +3 defense shields. So it's actually a pretty good trade-off in considering that you're probably not going to be attacking with those. So it's like, hey, guess what? I'm going to be able to defend. Marina Sand. Yeah, he's got a roll the indicated dice. Target enemy suffers the rolled conditions. You roll Lightning Bolt Blind, Star Slow, Sword and Sorcery Stun. You get to roll 1 red dice at soul rank 4. At soul rank 6, you roll 2 red dice. And if you roll a Gremlin, it gives area of effect for the current area that you're in. So every single area, and every single enemy in your current area, if you roll a lightning bolt, if you roll at least one gremlin on the 2 red die, whatever else you roll, that just becomes an area of effect for everybody in that one area that Thorgrim's in. Thorgrim's Adrenaline Strike. Got attack target enemy with a number of hits equal to half your current wounds, rounded up. If the attack does not kill the enemy, you suffer bleed too. So basically, it's like you're ignoring your wounds to try to kill your opponent before you pass out, basically. Robin, Alchemist, character, self-made mixture at 6. Says search and acquire any available potion item from the Emporium deck by paying its cost. And then Ambush, Robin, and Thief character. This is the true neutral character, by the way. If an enemy enters your area while you are hidden, you may perform 1 extra weapon attack against that enemy. And then, like, one of his kind of another power of his is Adunis Fortune Jovat. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Basically, at Soul Rank 4, you discard a loot bag you just revealed, ignoring its effects, and replace it with a new randomly selected one. And at Soul Rank 4, you can discard a trap card you just drew to ignore its effects. Shooting Stance, Robin. Your next ranged weapon attack gains plus X hits, where X is equal to the move value of your hero card. Ouch. And then at Soul Rank 7, Borrowed Power. You can copy one of the power cards owned by any other hero involved in the quest. This card loses its legendary aspect and becomes the exact replica of the copied power until the end of the quest. That's fucking powerful. And then here's Jean's other card. You roll indicated dice. All other characters within one area suffer the rolled effects. Lightning Bolt KO, Star Critical, Sword and Sorcery Break. And then at Soul Rank 4, you roll 1 red die and they gain Fire 1. The enemies gain Fire 1. And then at Soul Rank 6, you roll 2 blue dice and the enemy gains Fire 2. All the enemies gain Fire 2. That's insane. That is just absolutely insane. So yeah, I'm going to have to kind of shuffle some of those cards around a little bit. Do some different things. I believe this is the errata for the rules for Wave 1 of Ancient Chronicles. I know they had some errata up there before, but yeah, like 0.6, page 4, replacement text. Replace 3 with 4 in the third bullet of the paragraph as the number of hourglass tokens to gain within the first visit to Nilmerg Village. So you're supposed to gain 4 soul rank tokens, but they printed 3 accidentally. 1.2, page 26, adding text. Add the following text as the first bullet of the paragraph. All ghost soul heroes must resurrect by spending their soul points. And yeah, so there's a bunch of errata there. And then, yeah. So there's, a bunch of different ones there. Which I will have to go and put it with my Wave 1 stuff that is all currently set up and getting ready to play. And then I'm going to throw that out because I don't need it. Hurrah! So these are for the Nemesis cards. These are the scrolls, enemy scrolls. So this is the Gladiator and Stone Rager for the Thorgrim, and then this is the Thief and Alchemist for Robin's Nemesis. I'm not sure if those made it in or not. I'd have to look. I don't know. And then there's a couple of cursed items here. One is called the Ring of the Rings. Permanent cursed. Enemies always count you as the preferred victim. Ow. Free action. Once per quest, if you discard 3 soul points, until time phase you cannot be directly targeted by enemies. And then the Crystal Skull. Permanent cursed. If you reach 0 HP, instead of dying, heal soul rank HP, and all other heroes within 3 areas suffer soul rank HP. Then discard this item. Ow. You realize what that means? Yeah, you hurt your friends. And then this is for Jean, her law side. It's an Ares word, and it's a regular action in the act. It's act hits. You have to be sorting for act hits, act blue dice. So if you're in Act 1, you roll 1 blue, you get 1 hit, automatic hit, and you roll 1 blue die. It's an area of effect in the same area of where she is. Bash and lethal. After the attack, you can move act areas. All enemies in areas you enter with this movement suffer bash. That basically can force them backwards. So what it means by like bash, it actually is like a shield bash. It's like she's kind of bashing the enemy with her shield backwards. So that's pretty insane. Alright, last one. This is the challenge set. So, if you watched my other one, I didn't really understand like everything that was going on with it because I hadn't read any of the rules. I hadn't played Immortal Souls, so I didn't really know all that much about about Sword and Sorcery. Now that I've read the rules, now that I kind of understand where things are, how things work, it's very, very easy. It's not that big of a deal. So basically, what this is you get brand new enemy scrolls, and you get brand new enemy cards. And basically what it is that your character, or these characters here are, basically, you have green enemies for all the blue enemies that you have in the Northwind Tales set, and you have blue enemies for all your green enemies. So if you want to make things a little bit more challenging, okay, then all you have to do is, you take out those certain enemies, okay? So, for instance, if you want to, it says here, I'll kind of read this guy here, but basically, it says, enhance the Northwind Tales campaign. So basically it just says enemy challenge set reference sheet. So basically it's just telling you that, like, the quest setup example is if it says, 2 Frostguard enemies, then, you could, it says the deck setup indicates 2 Frostguard green strength level 3 enemies and 2 Valkyrie blue faith level 3 enemies. It says, using this challenge set you have several different options. You can increase the difficulty level by placing 1 or both green Frost Guards with the blue version provided in the expansion. So that's... so that would be these guys here. Okay? And then it says... or you can decrease the difficulty by replacing 1 or both of the blue Valkyries with the green variants. It says it is also possible to modify the quest by adding enemies from the challenge set. In the example above, you could just add blue Frost Guards to the setup and face an entire Viking army. It says in all cases, the encounter deck of the quest will manage the activations, creating strange and unpredictable combinations. If you look at the possibilities offered by the combination of Northwind Tales and this enemy challenge set together, you will see that they are really endless. And of course, this expansion also offers you additional possibilities to design your own quests. And then it says, like, so in if you want to make the quest more difficult, then you would take out of quest 1, you would take out the green Frostguard enemy and the green Serpent enemy, and replace it with the blue Northern Warg enemy and the green-white Yaren enemy. Okay? Because they have more hit points. So more health points. They're going to be a lot more. So that's if you're going to try to, without breaking the game pace and mission structure. So it actually just kind of changes up. This is just a new way to play through the game without creating any new specific things. So since we've already pretty much seen all the enemy cards and all that kind of stuff, the only difference is they're now blue and green instead of green and blue. Okay, so that's it. But basically, yeah, that's all that challenge set does. And like in the original one, they were kind of saying the same basic thing. They were like, "Hey, guess what? You can do so much with this one challenge set because it is pretty much endless how you want to do it." And you can just kind of set it up and play it how you want it, and it is awesome. So there you go, folks. That is the Northwind Tales box. Let me grab all of these guys and shove them on down here, and I'll bring this box back up. This was the Northwind Tales unboxing. So again, if you ordered all of it, you're getting Wave 1 and Wave 2 now. If you ordered it the way I did it, you got Wave 1 last year and you got Wave 2 now. Or you're getting it here in the next probably couple of weeks, I would guess, because everything's on their way. Pretty much the production run is almost done. I think there's like a few containers that are sitting there waiting to go on ships to get shipped. And there's a few other things, so you can go back and actually read their latest update on Kickstarter, and it actually has where they were. So when I read that update, because I read that update, I think it was like Monday or Tuesday of last week, and then on Thursday or Friday of last week, I got an email saying your Northwind Tales box is being shipped out to you. And I was like, cool. So I do want to get the Tristan Hero Pack because I think that would be kind of fun. I also did not get the doors, which were like the 3-dimensional plastic doors or resin doors. So I didn't get those, but I would like to get the Tristan pack if I can, just because I have, with the Kickstarter set, I have the Tristan Nemesis card. Where he's got the banner and he's like, and they've got the cards to use him in Ancient Chronicles, but I have no way to use him because I don't have all of those things. So I need to go and get that because I don't have. It's like I've got the hero card, and I've got the Nemesis card, but I don't have like his actual player card. Because if I had his actual card, his actual physical card, I could put that down, and then I could just, like, run the little red enemy, run the little red guy up there and play with him, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to get it one of these days, so, but yeah, if you want to see me paint some of these Sword and Sorcery guys, I'm currently, right now, painting some of the brand new hero quests, because I want to try to paint them similar to how they were painted before, similar to how they looked before from the original one, just to kind of give it that kind of retro look. So I actually painted the guy, the wizard with the tunic, and I'm getting his hair done. And once I get all that done, I'll start getting that. But yeah, I'm gonna sit down tonight and I'm gonna kind of play through Quest 1 of Immortal Souls. I'm gonna try to get it done tonight and try to get everything going, and then from there we'll see where it goes. So my name is Russ for Russ Plays Games, and I'm gonna do some more things here pretty soon. I have a couple of videos that I'm getting put out. I just uploaded a couple videos last week, and then as of filming this, and then I'm gonna get some other ones out this week, hopefully. Mother's Day's on Sunday from now, so you kind of know about when I'm filming this. And so I'm going to try to get them uploaded within the next week or so, and then I'm going to try to get everything else. I'm going to try to do some more things. I'm going to continue playing Russ Plays Games. I'm going to continue playing. I'm kind of in the process of like leveling up the characters right now in Final Fantasy II. I might play some Final Fantasy III in the meantime. I also found out that like where I'm at in Final Fantasy Mystic Quest is not where I am at where I've uploaded, so I'm not sure what happened to the footage there, so I'm going to have to go track that footage down, and I'm sure it's probably on my hard drive somewhere, so I'll just need to... I have an external drive with some of my old stuff on it, so I'll take a look and see what I've got there, and if I've got it, I'll upload it. Otherwise, I'll have to go back and play to that point, and then, like I do with Chrono Trigger, and then I'll just start from there and just keep on going. So, anyway, so keep it locked here at Russ Plays Games for more Let's Plays and painting tutorials, and keep it locked at Russ's Movie Corner, and I will have some more content out. Like I said, I've got some Christian videos. I'm going to have this one going up, and then I'll have some other, I'll have some new videos coming up here pretty soon, because I'm going to go see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So I've got Spider-Man No Way Home, so that'll probably be the next review that I do, because I'm going to sit down and watch that before I go see Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I watched WandaVision. It was awesome. If you haven't seen it, get Disney Plus. Watch it. Mine will be blown, because it is absolutely House of M Wanda power level when you find out what she can do. And it's going to be insane with the Multiverse of Madness. So, and Patrick Stewart is back as Professor Xavier. So we'll see what happens with that, with the Illuminati in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So, again, keep it locked here at Russ's Movie Corner for all your movie needs, and I will see you later.